Welcome back, everybody. How are you guys doing today? My name is Michael Aaron Lloyd, and welcome to the Objective Slant. This is the month of February, It's a shorter month, Black History Month. That's not really important to what I'm going to talk about today, but still, shortest month of the year, and, today, as of filming right now, it is Valentine's Day, and I decided, you know what, let's kind of do this thing, let's kind of do the show today in the theme of shipping, because that is what we all do, and that is something that we all, are, well, there's a little bit of, there's a little bit of stuff behind it, but, we all like to ship things, various things. It doesn't really matter, but oh my goodness gracious delight, let me tell you something. Anti-vaxxers, please vaccinate your kids. This is starting to get a little bit ridiculous now. First case of measles out here in Denton. That was like last week that it was reported on and everything, and there's like, articles everywhere, and it just goes to show you that you need to vaccinate your kids. Get all your shots updated. Get your flu shots, get your tetanus shots, get your HPV, whatever shots. Get all your shots done. Some you may not have to take ever again, and some you probably do. Like every year, like the flu, because the flu is like prevalent in everybody every year. Once you get, like the flu or something like that, you get real sick, and it's just so. It's so nasty, and it's just so and you gotta not fall into that trap of not trying to get your kids the right help that they need so that they can fight off diseases like measles and stuff like that. And that's all I really want to say on anti-vaxxers, because that's real. The argument for anti-vaxxers is starting to get on my nerves a little bit. To be honest, it's not okay to not vaccinate your kids. We've seen, now the measles outbreak. We've seen the effects of not doing what you need to do. Just go vaccinate your kids. I'm pretty sure a flu shot is free, so you can just go on ahead, go into your local CVS, your local Walmart, just get that needle in your arm, get it. Yeah, sure, a little bit of that disease is going to be in there, but your body will be able to fight it off and everything like that. So yeah, anti-vaxxers, please get it together. That is weird, all of it of itself. But you know what else is weird? Kids saying that they basically aren't consenting to be born and stuff like that. That's a little weird to me. So I found this article on Unilad. They're a pretty good site, to be honest. They have a lot of stories, that are basically, around the world and stuff like that. And yeah, so there was this kid. I didn't really read the article because I didn't really have time to read the article. But there was this guy. So basically, he's just trying to sue his parents for not consenting to be born, and I'm just sitting here like, why? Why are you? What is wrong with you? You can't do that. I mean, sure, I really don't know what to say about it. Sure, I guess you can't consent to being born, but at the same time, I don't really know what to say about it. Kind of like this other article that I found where this woman who, I get it, people have their fetishes and stuff like that, but don't really think you're supposed to marry dolls, that kind of like the woman that married like a train station or something like a couple years back or something like that. Like she just basically straight up married a train station or whatever it was. It was like a train or a train station or a bus or something like that. And it's just weird. It's not okay. I don't really know what to say. And there's also another guy on this other article that I found on Unilad where he's just like putting feces on his face, and it's just like, why? I get it. then again, I don't get it, and it's all just a weird conundrum to me. Um, it doesn't gel together. It's not a one true pairing. It does, these types of things do not gel together. These are bad mixes. Let me tell you another ship that is a bad mix. Trump X the Wall. That is not a good mix. We last month, it was like the day that the shutdown ended. I talked about it. Temporarily anyway, at the very least. Talked about it, talked about why, the wall really isn't the best thing. And, everybody came to a little compromise and everything like that. I don't really know. I don't really think that Trump is getting the wall. I still want to say no to that because it's not feasible. I mean, we have a border in Canada, and there's no like big wall that encompasses the border of Canada, because you can't get a wall like that encompasses the entire border. That's unless it's the Great Wall of China. You can't really get something like that to work. And like a border on Mexico, that's not really going to work either, because people are still going to get in. Good people, bad people, whatever, it doesn't really matter. They're going to get in, and it just does not work at all to me. So, sure, we got a deal, temporarily, got some money towards the wall, I guess, but it's just not a good look for me. It doesn't really shed a new light or anything. And speaking of the wall, there was a dude who worked for the BBC. That's the British broadcasting company, I think, right? I don't know. And basically, he just got straight up attacked at the whole thing. He was just minding his own business, filming, Trump in El Paso, who was doing a rally at the same time as Beto, and it's just crazy. People are something else. When they're passionate about something, and I get it. There's people that are, they love Trump, they love everything he says, they love everything he stands for. But come on now, you can't be assaulting a guy who's just trying to do his job. That's not okay. I don't really have much to say about Beto's little get together, which was also in El Paso by. There wasn't really a lot to say. I don't really know. I wonder, is he still trying to run for 2020? Because that's going to be pretty interesting to figure out. It's going to be pretty interesting. Now we got a glut of Democratic Party candidates coming in, and it's going to be great. It's going to be great. Now I know I said months ago, I want to say, that I said that Donald Trump would, maybe he would retain. Now I'm starting to think, nah, I'm gonna yank my prediction out the water, because I'm not good at predictions anyway, so I don't really know what's going to happen. We all didn't think that Donald Trump would win in 2016, but here we are. Here we are, President Trump. That's the thing now. That's our number 45. He is it. He is in. And despite, the things that people say, and despite, all of this stuff that has happened, he's still the guy. He's still the president. He's still, sure, he's probably not going to deliver on all of his promises, but he's got it done. He's got it done. Man, oh man, oh man. Donald Trump. Let me tell you something else that it's also, it's also pretty interesting, but at the same time, it kind of has to do, Donald Trump is kind of a celebrity in a way. Let me tell you something. The Grammys are a very interesting award ceremony. I usually do not watch the Grammys, but man, oh man, oh man, it was a I just wanted to mention the Grammys because of how interesting it was and some of the storylines that came out of it. You know, Cardi B winning, I want to say it was like Best Rap Album of the Year. I like I said, I don't really pay attention to the Grammys and stuff like that, all these award shows and everything like that. You know, I don't really pay attention to them. It's not my type of thing, you know. I mean, you know, it's just not my cup of tea. And the thing is that, you know, there's all these celebrities, you know, all these people getting into these sorts of conflicts of interest, and it's crazy. It's just crazy to think about. It's crazy to even talk about because, you know, you're thinking, oh, well, these are the people, these are the top dogs, these are the 1%ers that, you know, basically control everything about, you know, our daily lives and everything like that. If you want to put it like that, I mean, yeah. Man, you know, some of the storylines that came out of the Grammys, you know, the whole Cardi B thing, and you know, some of the stuff that she said over the past month or two about, you know, the wall and stuff, and it's all crazy, man. It's all crazy to think that, you know, one day, you know, you're just like a little cog, a little bolt in a machine, and the next thing you're the whole engine. You're the whole engine to a car. You're the big thing. You're the top dog. You're the 1%er now. You are that person, and you know that's all good and dandy. But at the same time, you know, can we just talk about ICE for a little bit? I know that was kind of a little tangent right there, but you know, immigration is one of those topics that is a really hot button. It's not like the Grammys. It's a really hot button. You either care about the Grammys or you don't. Immigration, you kind of have to care. There's so many people in this country that are here legally, illegally, you know, they're on asylum, whatever. And I mean, what ICE did to 21 Savage was absolutely abysmal. It was disgusting. It was not good at all, and it just made them look bad. It really did. So apparently, 21 Savage was a UK-born citizen. We're all thinking, oh, okay, you know, he's a full-blooded American and everything like that. You know, he's another one of those rappers. You know, another one of them rappers that come up and, you know, do their thing. You know, get their money from their albums and stuff like that. You know, get all. And he's also the source of some pretty good memes. I will tell you that. But yeah, so ICE comes on, picks him up, detains him. You know, basically says, you know, hey, your visa is expired. You know, you've been here 14 years, a bit too long, and everything like that. So in comes Jay-Z. You know, he's got his lawyers and stuff and everything like that. There's supposed to be, you know, there was supposed to be a hearing, a parole hearing today. You know, we're thinking, oh, okay, well, is this 21 Savage gonna get deported back to the UK or not? And lo and behold, ICE just straight up goes ahead and releases him. He's not detained anymore. He's out. He was released on bond. Then he just straight up got, you know, straight up just dropped the case. ICE just straight up was like, nope, we're not going to do this. I'm guessing it was the people, you know, there was a lot of people, a lot of friends of mine, a lot of friends of, I guess, people who are watching this program, you know, that supported, you know, trying to free this man. And that was very wrong, very unjust, and that was not okay at all. You know, you have to have a really good reason to detain someone, and that was not it. That was not it at all. I mean, congrats to 21 Savage for, you know, you were detained basically illegally. you know, almost got shipped back off out of this country and to maybe possibly the UK or something like that, back on home. Um, I use that in quotations because I mean, really, America is his home now, basically, and um, that's really the thing, people who have been here for a while, even though they're technically illegal, it's basically their home now, just like immigration again. It's really hard to talk about, kind of like Donald Trump on the wall. It's kind of hard to talk about really in detail, and it's kind of hard, to get really where your mindset is about it, because sure, there's people that they took my job and stuff like that, but at the same time, there's many more outlets that you can get a job. There's many outlets that you can do something with yourself, do something with your life to improve your life, and that's just the way it's going to be in the future. There's going to be lots of construction workers and all these other jobs that illegal immigrants take on to get their work visas, to get and there's just all these different things, and I like that. I like that. I really do. 'Cause, I mean, who really wants to be, in a place where you're just not achieving anything? You're sad all the time. You're depressed. Nothing's going right and everything like that. I'd understand why you would want to come here and get your life together. That's the American dream, and that's what we're all trying to achieve. And some of us may be on the lower end of things, but all we got to do, all we have to think of is just keep hoping, keep dreaming, and just do as much as you can to move on up. So with that being said, finally I'm gonna just talk a little bit. It is Valentine's Day today, so hopefully you and your significant other, you're having a great time today. Man, some of y'all are getting really, really desperate, and it really shows sometimes, because I mean, it's just weird. Remember when I talked about the woman who married a doll? Yeah, that's kind of not good at all right there. I get it, but at the same time I do not. Just have a good day today, and have a good rest of the month, and have a good Black History Month if you celebrate at all. But yeah, that's all I've got for this month, I guess. There are some topics that I have pushed back, so whenever I get around to them, I'll talk about them, because I've really been pushing them back for the longest time. And we will indeed talk about the socialist movement. I'm guaranteeing it. I'm banking on it. Next month we will. So with that being said, my name is Michael Lloyd, and I'm signing off. Thank you. Have a happy Valentine's Day.